What is up, guys? It is Alex, and today I am going to give you guys some more Storytime Saturday. Last time I did one of these things was like months ago, and I love doing them. And if you guys want to know why I ended up stopping there, check out my last Minecraft video. It'll be linked down in the description, along with my last Storytime Saturday. But today we're going to be talking about the time I got the cops called on me, along with my friend Michael, across the street. Now, if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to click that like button, subscribe for more. Man, we are growing super fast. We are already at like 240 subs. By this point, while I'm recording this, we might be at 250. By the time you're seeing this, maybe we'll be above that. But, yeah, make sure you guys do subscribe if you guys do enjoy. But today, I'm going to be talking about the time I got the cops called on me, and it was just a crazy night, and I still do feel bad. So, Michael, if you're watching this, man, I'm still sorry about making you miss out on the Blues game and crap. Or the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble. I don't think it was a Blues game. I really don't know at this point. I don't remember. He doesn't really talk to me anymore. But here we go. So one day we were outside, and I was telling him about all the fun me and my friend Jackson have. Jackson, as you guys probably know, he's my best friend. He is the guy in my most popular video, Salt and Ice Challenge on my nipple. He's been there through a lot of my videos, and he supports a lot, so I'm going to link his channel down in the description, along with my Twitter and Twitch. But I was like, oh my god, it's so fun, we ding-dong ditch everyone. I remember one of the examples I gave him. This one was hilarious. I was like, oh my god, Michael, we have to ding-dong ditch. Like, one time me and Jackson ding-dong ditched this guy, and this super fat guy just came out chasing us going, hey, stop! And that is a true story right there. It was hilarious. Let's imagine getting chased by a fat guy down the street, running to your best friend's house to take cover. Whoo, it's awesome. What a rush. I was telling him, I'm like, dude, we should totally just ding-dong ditch some people. Now, we had no strategy for this. Well, we kind of did. I was the one that rang the doorbell, and he found the hiding spots. So, we would wait for him to find a good spot, and then I would move in. Now, we did something so stupid that if I was to even think of it now, I will want to get my head checked out. Like, I can't believe I was this stupid at this time. And this wasn't Michael's idea. Keep in mind, Michael's a good kid. He didn't think of any of this. I have a feeling he just did it because I was doing it and he wanted to, I don't know. I really don't know. But we ding-dong ditched 3 houses that were right in front of us. Right in front of us. And here's the super freaking retarded part. One of those houses was my house. So we have, picture this. Alright, we live in a normal neighborhood. It's, you know, pretty self-explanatory. So I was at Michael's house and he lives right across the street. And then right across the street from his house is my house. Wait, why do I have to tell you guys that? But we live right across the street from each other. So we had 2 houses. We ended up ding-dong ditching 4, but these 3 houses are the ones that got us in trouble. And I remember we'd get like binoculars and stuff just to get the reactions. But it was just hilarious. But we had one of my brother's best friends, my neighbor Kimura. We ended up getting her house. I forgot their names, but our old neighbors that ended up moving out, which honestly I could tell you guys a ton of fun stories with them. Not really fun for them, but fun for me. But we ended up ding-dong ditching everyone pretty much in that row. So we ding-dong ditched everyone, including my house, stupidly, but you know, my mom knew it was me. I ding-dong ditched a lot at that time. It was really fun. So whenever she got ding-dong ditched, she probably knew, like, oh, that was Alex who did that. So she wasn't a big deal. But my 2 neighbors, we ding-dong ditched them, and we didn't get a reaction from them. No one came outside. I think one person looked outside the door, but other than that, nobody really came out. Nobody really, like, came to check out anything. But, you know, we were fine. And whenever we didn't get reactions, we just kind of stopped. You know, it wasn't that fun. We had some funny reactions. So we were just sitting there. And we were talking, and at the time we both played Call of Duty Black Ops and Black Ops 2, and we both really liked WWE and all kinds of stuff. So we were having these awesome conversations, and I think around the time we beat Lego Batman 1, and, you know, we were talking about cool ideas for Lego Batman 2, and if they were to make another one, which they did, obviously. But we were just talking about that But then out of nowhere, not my brother's best friend's house, but out of the other neighbor's house, just out of nowhere, this girl comes barging out of the side door, yelling, "Hey, did you just knock on our door and run? Hey, did you just do that? You think it's funny? You want to play games? Oh my god." Okay, so she comes out and we're like, "No, no, we didn't do it." We were super scared. And we're like, "No, we didn't do it. We wouldn't do that. We wouldn't do that." And they're like, "Oh, okay, that's good. I'm just going to leave you alone." But as soon as she started walking away, the other neighbor came out. But this time, I think 2 people came. No, wait, just the mom came out. She barged out the front door. "Hey, did you get ding dong ditch too? Did they knock on your door and run away?" And she said, "Yeah, but it wasn't them." So they ended up coming over, both of them, and they're like, "Did you see who did it? Did you see who did this? Who did this?" And me and him just didn't want to get in trouble, so we were like, "Oh, we don't know. We don't know who did it. It wasn't us. We wouldn't do that." So they believed us. But, they went inside. Everything was cool. We went into Michael's house, and we were scared. Like, he went to go use the bathroom, and I was sitting on the couch, and Michael's mom knew about it, so she was like, "Did you see it? Did you see them?" And I just kept saying, "Yeah, we saw them." And she asked me for a description of them. So I said, he was in black pants, black jacket, and then he was wearing a beanie. And I said, I didn't see the beanie color. And I said it was a white guy. I said he was pretty chubby. So Michael came out, and we were inside there for a while, so we just decided to go back outside. We thought it would be all good. Whenever we went outside, the mom of my brother's friend came outside with her phone, and she said, "Did he give you the description?" And Michael's mom said, "Yes, I got the description," and gave it to her. I gave it to her, but I gave Michael's mom the description too, so we both told her. So she called the cops, and everyone, both neighbors, Michael's parents, Michael, me and Michael are just sitting there. We're super scared. We're all standing on the porch. And then the cop car pulls up. And as soon as I see that cop car, as soon as I see the lights, I was so intimidated. I was so scared. My first instinct was to say, "Hey, Michael, I'm going to go run and get some pizza, alright?" So I ran across the street, went inside, and I grabbed pizza and sat on the couch in my room and looked out the window, scared as hell. Now, keep in mind, I never really had any real confrontations or any real problems with the police, and I never had them called on me or anything like that. So this was a pretty scary moment, and I didn't know what to do, and my first instinct, sadly, was to get away from there. But I booked it. I was out of there so fast. And I was inside, and then my mom saw the sirens. There were no sirens, but you can't really see sirens. She saw the lights, and she said, "Hey, why are there cops over at Michael's house?" I said, "I don't know. It wasn't us. Trust me." And I did feel bad for lying to my mom, but I didn't want to get in trouble. I couldn't imagine how mad. Like, my mom would get mad if I hit my brother, if I yelled at my brother, or if I did bad on a paper, which I usually do good on paper, so I don't really have to worry about that, but my mom would get mad about that type of stuff. So imagine the cops getting called on me. Like, just imagine her reaction on that. That would be terrifying. "Alex, why'd you get the cops out? Oh my god! Ah!" Like, it would just be terrible. Okay? And I didn't want anything to do with that. But, I ended up sitting in my room, and I was crying, and I guess that made it really, really obvious that I did something bad. So, keep in mind, Michael is still outside, and I look out the window, and he's talking to the cops, and so is my stepdad, Tim. And he's sitting out there, they're both sitting out there, and he's telling the cops the lie. He's still going with it. He is telling them the description, like, he's still straight up lying to the cops. He is still going with this lie. Now, I felt bad, I wanted to get this over with, so my instinct was, I just kind of want to tell my mom the truth and tell him it was me. So I ended up doing that. My stepdad, Tim, he came in, and he's like, "Hey, Alex, we know what you guys did," and stuff like that. And I told him everything that happened, and he said that Michael was still out there telling the lie. So at this point, I had already told Tim. I said, hey, it was us. It was pretty obvious, you know. And I told him everything that happened and why we did it. And well, I told him every single detail. Every single detail. I told him the hiding spots. I told him everything. So at this point, you can probably tell there's a lot of confusion going around. I mean, we have me telling the truth, and we have Michael out there saying the lie that we made up, like telling him the description we made, and everything is just going downhill. We have two different stories going around, and it was just crazy. So eventually, the cop left. He said, don't do it again. We didn't get in too much trouble with the police. They just said don't do it again, gave us a little warning, stuff like that. They left. So I came back outside, and me and Michael were talking, and like I said, I don't remember if it was the Blues game or the Royal Rumble, but he missed out on something. I think it was both. I think he couldn't go to the Blues game, and he missed out on watching the Royal Rumble. I could be wrong, but that detail doesn't really matter at this point. But he missed out on those, and you know, we both just decided, hey, I'm gonna go inside, you know, go to bed. My natural instinct was to go play some video games, get that off my mind. But he said I'm gonna go to bed, stuff like that. But you can only imagine with his parents and my parents, they were both pretty upset, you know. My mom I expect her to be more angry. She kind of said don't do it again, stuff like that. It was no big deal. But I ended up sending Michael a ton of text messages, just tons of little paragraphs like saying, dude, I'm so sorry I got you in trouble. I'm so sorry. I wanted to be a good friend, and I told the truth, and I'm sorry I got you into this, and all kinds of stuff. I just kept going for like 10 minutes, just tons of paragraphs, everything. And then the last thing that happened was, you know, I'm over here overreacting like, dude, and it was so dramatic. I was like, dude, we fought, but you'd always forgive me, and man, you were awesome, and we had so many good memories, and thank you for being my friend, and all kinds of stuff. And he's like, dude, we're still friends. And at this point, I'm just like, oh, everything eventually blew over, and to this day, we're still friends, I guess. If we don't really talk much anymore, not really text him or anything. I don't know if he watches my videos, but he's a pretty cool guy, and I still to this day feel bad for getting him in that trouble, because I know he is a good person, and I know he didn't really deserve to get into that kind of trouble over my stupid decision. But you know, I guess everything's fine now, and I know better than to do it. But you know me, I ended up going over to my friend Jackson's house, and me and him ding-donged it some people, and then we got into some more trouble. But you know, that's for another day. That's another story from another day. But oh yeah, guys, if you guys did enjoy the story, make sure to click that like button. If you guys have any more or not really suggestions, but any cool video ideas or anything like that, that would be awesome. Let me know in the comment section below. Also, guys, thank you guys for 200 plus subscribers. We're almost at 250, and I wouldn't be subscribed. I wouldn't be surprised if by this point, well, or whatever this video is uploaded, or by the time you're watching this, I wouldn't be surprised if you're already at 250 subs. Because we are growing really fast, and I'm working my hardest to put out the best content. I'm working on my commentaries, I'm working on my gameplays, and at this point, I really just want to put out the best content and more content and all kinds of stuff, because I really do enjoy doing YouTube, and it's part of my life now, and it's awesome, and I love it. But yeah, guys, let's do a little dancing outro here. You make sure to click that subscribe button. Here at this point, you. Peace out. Bye, guys.